LPub stands for Learning Publications. What do? We enrich digital texts with reference content and learning tools in a standardized process. For instance, take a historical novel, a corresponding history reference book, put them together, and make an L book.
So what do you do if you find yourself in charge of bookkeeping for a startup, for example? I can just read an L book about accounting, and whenever I don't understand a word, I can just click on it. And then I get the publisher's official definition. I can then add it to my learning list and learn it in a series of different exercises that are based on the sentence that I just read it in. But the scenarios in which you can apply this are endless.
I worked for many years in the field of bioinformatics, and I think L-books would be perfect for students. You see an abbreviation, click it, and get a definition or an illustration of a biological process.
Wouldn't it be great, when I'm reading a fantasy novel, if I could immediately find out more about the mythological figure that just appeared in the story, even if I'm on the train and don't have an internet connection?
We see a huge potential in L-books for learning foreign languages. After all, authentic reading materials are an ideal way to really immerse yourself in a language, especially if the subject is interesting and relevant to the learner. LPub adds a host of reference and instructional functions to the text in an almost fully automated process, so people can learn in a very personalized way. For instance, this is our prototype of the original Grimm fairy tale, Rotkäppchen, to help teach you German. When I'm reading, I run across expressions I don't know, like hatte sleep. I tap on the word and get a translation and a short grammatical explanation. If I want to learn more about the word, I just tap on the light bulb to access further information, like how to conjugate the verb. If I want to commit the word to memory, I just tap the plus to add it to my personal learning list. Since L-books are based on EPUB 3, they are compatible with a few e-reader apps, but it's best to use our L-reader app for full functionality.
If you prefer to read on paper, you can also access the annotations with our L-book Lite. Every sentence in an L-book-enabled paper book is also in the app. Let's say you're learning German. You would look up a word you don't understand, find the corresponding sentence, and add it to your learning list. You can review the other words you're learning there, and also start the exercises. Here you can see an exercise that requires you to finish spelling the word. And you always get immediate feedback, whether you were right or not.
To sum it up, an L-book works in an EPUB 3 reader, as a native app, or on the web. The logic behind it always stays the same. We connect individual words of a text with additional information in a database, whether it is definitions, maps, or maybe a family tree.
Our main customers are content owners, publishers, corporations, educational institutes. Here are a few arguments that speak for the L-book.
In the past, you had to create instructional materials by hand. We can create a learning tool out of any text, almost automatically, thanks to our standardized production process.
Readers or learners only get information when they want it, so they will focus on learning what is relevant to them instead of following a predefined curriculum.
Content owners add real value to their texts, which reaffirms the loyalty of their existing customers and helps them reach entirely new audiences as well.
Do you want to make an L-book? Contact us.